So, Game of Thrones episode 2. A couple things happened in this episode.
Yeah, a couple.
Yeah. Um, it was pretty good. I mean, I like we were saying before, we like this 7 episode format where at first it seemed like they're cutting out more stuff, but really it's just getting down to the bare bones of it. Let's get to the story and find out what's going on rather than having so much filler.
Yeah, we're just cruising through it right now.
Yeah. So things are heating up now. I guess first it starts off with Daenerys at Storm Dragonstone, and she's got her council there, talking about. I don't know. She's talking to Varys, and challenges him and says, you used to serve my father, then you served the usurper, and trying to find out where his loyalties lie, and threatens him a little bit.
Yeah.
And he makes his case that he's not there for the ruler, but he's there for the people. And, that now that he's chosen her, he knows that what she stands for, that he stands with her. And even then she kind of tells him, but if you're going to betray me, at least tell me to my face first. Don't conspire behind me. Just, if I'm failing somehow, let me know. Don't just try and screw me over.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she got the answer that she wanted from him.
Yeah, it was definitely you better state your case well, because your life kind of depends on it right now.
Yeah.
And Tyrion was trying to come to his aid and no, I vouch for him. He's a good dude. He helped get me out of Westeros and brought me over here.
Yep.
He's a good guy, trust me. And she wanted Varys to state his own case for himself, and he did an alright job on that, so he gets to live. Let's see, after that, the Red Witch shows up and tells Daenerys about Jon Snow and warns her of the White Walkers to the north, and that they could be possible allies and stuff like that.
Yeah. I wish that they showed a map of where things are, because it seems like she just left Winterfell yesterday, and all of a sudden she's all the way over there. It's like is it 30 miles away? Is it
It makes you wonder if they got transporters in Star Trek, where they're just to advance the plot I must get there now.
Yeah. That was my one issue with this episode. Is you kind of just I like that we're moving fast, but I had no reference of where people were or things were in relation to where everyone else is.
Yeah. It'd be cool if there's a second party app that you can have on your phone. They're talking down here on this part of the map.
Yeah.
Now we're over here,
Yeah.
But yeah, they sit there and they talk about that a little bit, and she, even Tyrion is saying I know Jon Snow,
He's a good man.
Yeah, he's a good man. We drank together, we're both bastards,
Yeah. And he has more of a right to hate Cersei than you do. He would be a good ally.
Yes. And Daenerys kind of, nods at that, all right, I guess I wouldn't mind meeting him, as long as he comes here to bend the knee.
Yeah.
It's we'll see what happens. So she tells Tyrion to send a raven to Jon, and let him know that she'd like to meet him. So then it goes over to Jon and Sansa and Sir Davos.
Yep.
And they're reading it and this could be an opportune time to get some more allies, because White Walkers are weak to fire, and what a dragon's got plenty of.
Yeah.
Fire.
And they kind of come to the consensus that it's too risky right now.
They're talking it'd be great, but that the risks are too high. And John's kind of you can already tell he's that's all right, I've already got my mindset. But
John looks in that scene, he seems that's not what I wanted to do, but I'm going to go ahead and defer on this issue.
Yeah. So let's see, after that, Cersei's talking to her council, the lords that she has, and one of them is Sam's father, Randall Tarley, which Jamie pulls him aside afterwards and he says, kind of where are your loyalties? Because he's sworn to the Tyrells, but overall your loyalty should be to the crown, to the queen.
Yeah.
And he gets some resistance in that answer of whether he's with him or not.
Yeah. Yeah, she's trying to get some allies together, and she's just basically making up lies about Daenerys crucifying people and then feeding them to dragons. And
she has done that.
She has done that, but she didn't do it in the hundreds.
No,
that was the people she was going after, the slaveholders.
Yeah,
those were the ones that were crucifying people.
Mm-hmm. The ones she gave many chances to settle things peacefully.
Yeah.
So yeah, he talks to Randall Tarley and he kind of doesn't get a straight answer, but we'll see what happens with him.
Offers them a good position after the war is over if they win.
Be warden of the South. So after that, cuts over to the Citadel, where Sam and the Archmaester are looking at Jorah, who's now got grayscale like all over his arm and upper torso and whatnot.
Not doing so well.
No. Things are a bit rocky for him right now.
Yeah.
They tell him he's got 10 years maybe to
live. He could live like another 10 to 20 years, but his mind's gonna go in like 6 months.
Yeah.
At most 6 months.
He just tells him with no bedside manner whatsoever. Yeah. I give you 6 months, whatever.
Yeah, and basically like you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
You have to leave tomorrow.
Yeah, since you're an appointed knight, I'll let you stay an extra day. But if you feel like you want to do something about this a knightly way, and he looks at his sword like, you can kill yourself, that could end it.
Yeah.
Sure, thanks, Doc.
Yeah. Yeah, he either off himself or he's gonna have to go live in Fraggle Rock with all the other rock people.
And Sam is pretty hesitant to leave Jorah's room afterwards because then he finds out his name, and it hits him that he's the old Night's Watch commander's son. He's like, oh, shit, I saw your dad die, but the Archmaster keeps calling after him, so he leaves right then. And before they leave the room, he tries to tell him, well, what was the skinny Baratheon, the one that was with the Red Witch before?
Oh, the daughter?
Yeah, it was Stannis. Stannis Baratheon's daughter, who had grayscale on her face. He was trying to talk to the Archmaester about, she got healed, and he's like, yeah, but they got it to her, immediately and did whatever. And this case right here with this dude, it's way too advanced, so he's just gone. Just forget about him.
Yeah.
It's just next room.
There was a doctor that did surgery on people to cure it. He had didn't have the greatest of success, and he ended up dying from grayscale himself.
Yeah. Yeah. So after that, we cut over to Cersei. She's in the basement dungeon with all the dragon skulls, and her
Maester
is showing her that he's got a secret weapon that could, that the dragons aren't invincible, they can be killed. So he shows her just a giant crossbow.
Yeah, it's like this is our secret weapon. It's just a big crossbow.
Yeah.
It works though.
It's like I can get they have a skull stationary in front of it, and they shoot at it, and it goes through the skull. And I'm like, okay, these dragons are going to be flying around, whipping around everywhere.
And they have scales.
They have scales, and you're going to be sitting there going okay, aim it, go up. Okay, now go to the left. Oh, fuck, he flew over there. Okay, go back to the right. All right, damn it, he keeps... I don't know if they're going to be able to hit it that.
They have a puncher's chance.
Yeah. So then, Daenerys has her big war council. There seems to be a lot of war councils going on.
Yes.
Lots of meetings. I hope everyone brought coffee and donuts, But she has her war council, and it's got Daenerys. It's got the old lady that was the old queen's grandmother.
Yes, it
I
was
can't remember her name.
Olenna Terrell.
Yeah, Elena Terrell.
She's there. Yara Greyjoy, Theon's there.
Yep.
The
Varys and
time,
Tyrion.
one of the Sands, whichever, Ilaria
Yeah,
Sand.
Oberon's woman.
Yep.
They're all together. They're together and talking about what the plan of action is, and they all seem to have doubts as to how that's supposed to carry out because Daenerys and Tyrion is kind of has the battle plan, and he tells them, well, all of your soldiers are going to have to take King's Landing because the people aren't going to want to see foreigners coming in and just taking it over. They need familiar armies to be taking the capital.
Yeah.
Like, well, what the hell are you guys doing if you have your own army? You know, why are we sacrificing our people? What the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
They're like, we're going to take Castle Rock. We're going to knock it out, and because that's the power of the Lannisters is Castle Rock. You take that out, and they've got no backup power.
Yeah. And the other big argument they had was whether to just go in guns blazing basically, and just let civilians die, but get this war over with and won already.
Right.
Because they're risking a lot, and the longer they wait, the more dangerous it becomes for everybody.
Right.
But Daenerys has no need to rush.
Mm-mm.
And it's not in her best interest to rush either.
She tries to rush, she'll trip over herself, and where do you go from there, you know?
She'd rather rule in peace with everybody than rule with an iron fist over half of the people.
Right. Yeah, she stole Tyrion's line by saying that she didn't want to be the Queen of Ashes.
Yes.
You know? she wanted to rule over live and well people. So after that little war council, we get to the nudity portion of the episode. Yeah! We got to see, what's her name?
Missandei.
Missandei. Got to see her boobies. And,
we've seen them before.
oh, I know. It's just it's like an old friend. It's welcoming to see them back again. You know.
Yeah.
But her and Grey Worm have an intimate moment. It's kind of selfish because she's on the receiving end. I mean, what's he gonna get? You know, but
she ain't receiving much.
No.
They're bumping uglies. In his case, real ugly.
Yeah.
Basically like a Ken doll and a Barbie doll, just smashing together.
Just smashing bits.
Yep.
So yeah, they get to have a little intimate moment.
Because he's leaving the next day.
So then we go back to the Citadel with Sam, and Jorah's writing a letter to his Khaleesi.
Yes.
And possibly a suicide note. You know, he's thinking about maybe killing himself after all. Or just, you know, trying to find a cure somewhere else. But
I don't know if he was going to commit suicide or not. I know it's basically like, hey, no cure, sorry.
Yeah. So Sam walks in and interrupts him. He's got this like cart just filled with miscellaneous powders and cutting tools. And nice little flagon of rum too. And he tells him, like, I knew your father, I saw him die, like, I didn't know at first that you were that you were his son, and I really want to try and save you, and there's this really rare, really low chance it's going to work, but what do you got to lose? And Jorah asks him, have you done this before? And he's like, no.
Nope, but no one else will.
Nope. He's telling him he's got to be quiet. He can't yell or call out or anything because if they get caught doing this practice that isn't sanctioned, it's a big no-no.
They're both getting kicked out.
Oh, yeah. So he has him chug a thing of rum to get him drunk a little bit and gives him...
Didn't wait nearly enough.
No,
nearly long enough.
You gotta wait at least, 10 minutes for it to start kicking in or something. He just... Still mid-chug, and he's like, all right, now bite down on this. I'm going to start cutting. So he gives him a little strap to bite on, and just takes off his shirt, and he's got, some forceps and just a scalpel.
Yeah.
Just starts cutting away.
And he goes at the most sensitive part first, the nipple area.
Right on the nipple area. Ugh. But I think during the whole show, right after this moment was like the best transition from one scene to another that I've seen that I can even remember. He starts cutting into Jorah, and it's all like his skin is all crusty and rock like, but on the inside
there's like pus coming out.
Yeah, there's pus
gross.
and white gooey, goodness coming out. And as it transitions, you see the spoon dive into a pot pie and pull it out. And this guy's just eating.
Yeah. Arya's met back up with
hot pie.
Hot pie.
He works at a little inn or something. He's like their cook.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like playing catch up. He's like, I didn't know you were a girl. You're actually kind of pretty. So he always knew her as a boy, Harry.
Yeah.
Harry.
Yeah, and like she tells him that she's going off to
King's
Landing, and it's like, why don't you go back to
why don't you go back to your house?
Yeah, it's like no, there's Ramsay's there and all that, and he's like, no, he's dead.
He's like, oh, the Battle of the Bastards happened.
Yeah, Jon Snow won.
Yeah.
Jon Snow's taking over
there. The North now.
She's like, fuck you, you're lying. Like, why would I make that up?
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's true. And she's like, well, fuck me, I'm going home then.
Yeah.
How am I trying to go to King's Landing? I might as well go see my family. So she pretty much gets up and just walks out.
Yep.
And
she's going home.
After that, Jon Snow gets the message from Sam saying about the dragon glass.
Yep.
That's underneath Dragonstone.
And he's like, man, if only I knew someone. Oh my god.
Yeah. And he's putting together like the Queen wants to meet me. The Daenerys wants to meet me, and she's also sitting on a ton of dragon glass that we need. It makes sense. I gotta go. So he's telling his whole, all the lords that are following him stuff. He's like, listen, this is I'm gonna go over there. I'm gonna talk to her and see if we can't have an alliance. Not everybody's a fan of that.
Nobody is a fan of that. Nobody wants an alliance with Targaryen, and nobody wants Jon to leave anyway. Let alone go to meet with the Targaryen.
Mm-hmm. Not only that, but he tries to convince them by saying, yeah, but Tyrion Lannister sent this to me. Like, I know him. He's good.
Yeah, like, fuck that guy even more.
He's a Lannister.
We hate that guy even more than Daenerys.
Mm-hmm. So not only are you going to go meet a Targaryen, but you're going to meet a Lannister too. Fuck you.
Yeah.
The hell are you thinking?
Fuck her and double fuck him.
Mm-hmm. Then he basically tells him, like, look, I didn't want to be king. You made me king. I got a job to do, and I'm going to fucking do it. Yeah. I'm going there. And Sansa starts to second guess him again, and everything he tells her to shut up, that she's in charge when he's gone. She's like, oh, cool. But then at that moment, it was very creepy. Littlefinger's just there in the corner like, oh, she's in charge. This will be good. And he's already thinking up a little plot. Yeah. It's like, was it after that? He meets, Lord Baelish meets Jon down in the tombs.
Yeah, in the family tombs.
But they have a little bit of a conversation, and Jon makes it very clear, stay the fuck away from my sister.
Yeah.
Because he chokes him out and then just leaves him. He's like, Littlefinger's just kind of like, oh fuck, I might actually die. He might actually kill me.
Yeah. He's got literally one hand around his throat, and Baelish can't even get his fingers off him. Like, I like Catelyn and I like Sansa. Yes. Like, fuck, dude. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Fuck's wrong with you?
So after that little creepy goodness, cuts over to Arya, in the woods. She's built a little campfire and has her horse tied up. And then the horse starts panicking, and she's looking around, and there's this whole gang of wolves
wolf
surrounding
pack.
her and moving in. And she's got her sword drawn. She's like, "Oh fuck!" And then right behind her, you see a dire wolf stop right behind her, and she turns around, and it's Nymeria. And they just kind of like, well, Nymeria's like growling at her still, but she lays down her sword and approaches her like, I'm not trying to harm you, And they have this little moment, and she tries to like tell Nymeria like, you should come back with me, and we'll go back home to Winterfell. And
Yeah.
Nymeria's like, no, it's okay to see you, but fuck that, I'm out. And the wolves just scatter and head back in the woods.
Yeah.
Then it cuts to Theon and what's his sister's name?
His sister's name is Yara.
Yara. And Yara and Elena are flirting. And
Alaria.
Alaria?
Yeah, Alaria and Yara.
Alaria and Yara.
Yep.
Okay. So they're flirting, and it's making...
Well, they're doing more of the flirting.
Well, let me start out as flirting. And
they're getting to first base, getting ready to go around to second.
Yeah, and Theon's just kind of like sitting there drinking. He's like, I'm leaving. It's weirding him out too much. So, all of a sudden the ship gets hit with cannon fire.
Mm-hmm.
So they all run up there, and it's their uncle. And he just comes riding in on this claw that comes down to like hook both ships together.
Screaming like a madman.
Yeah, just laughing at the top of his lungs.
Ah!
The character's just weird.
Yeah. And battle ensues, and
ends up Yara gets captured by him, and he's got an axe to her throat.
Yeah, and
Theon comes walking up with a sword, and like, oh, he's gonna go kick his ass.
Yep, and he remembers he's dickless, and then jumps ship.
He reeks out. He
like
goes
a
full
bitch
reek again, and he bails out over the side of the ship and swims away.
Yep. And then during the battle, we lost Nymeria San, Obara San.
Yep.
Two of the daughters confirmed kill. Then the other daughter is, we don't know.
Yeah, the daughter and the mom are captured.
Yeah.
And then
Tyene
Yara
San
is captured. Didn't show her death, so she could still be alive. And it ends with Theon just swimming in the water like this, looking at the wreckage, and he sees Euron's ship just sailing out. He's like, okay, what do I do now? Like,
yeah. He just hangs out like a bitch.
Swimming like a bitch.
Like a bitch. Bitch and a half.
So what do you think about this episode? Like, compared to last episode?
I liked it. First episode was just like setting up things, and this one just moved forward like so much.
Yeah. We got action in this one.
Yeah, it was like you knew where alliances were going to be, and it just moved forward with that, and it killed off some major characters. It sucked to see the Sand kids go.
Yeah.
Because they're supposed to be really badass in the books, and they weren't used all that much in the show.
They weren't properly executed in the show.
No.
All that well. 1/3 is still alive, and 1/3 ain't bad.
We don't even know if 1/3 survived.
Oh, I know. We didn't see the death.
We just didn't see the death. And like
allegedly alive.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
But one of them got run through with a
spear.
With a spear, and they mounted her on top of the ship, and the other one's hanging.
Yeah.
By her whip. They did not fare well at all.
No.
It was kind of disappointing to see them go out so easily.
Yeah. I mean, in one respect, they are out of their element a little bit. They're fighting on a ship rather than...
It doesn't matter. They should be the better fighters.
Yeah.
But they went out fairly easily just because they were outpowered, basically.
Yeah. They went out very punk-like.
Yeah.
I think all in all, I give this episode another 7.
I give this one about a... Yeah, I'm probably going to give it like maybe a 7, maybe even a 6.
Yeah.
Like, I liked how things moved forward. I just did not have a reference to where, like, people were.
True.
Because, like, where they got attacked out on seas, like, where the fuck were they?
Yeah, somewhere in between Dragonstone and Dorne. Where I really don't know what's all in between there off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't know why they were in between there. Why weren't they still... why weren't they still over near Daenerys?
Yeah.
Waiting, it's like... I was expecting at any point for dragons to show up to help even the odds, and no.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't happen. No, it was a good episode. There were just a few things that left me scratching my head. I was like just wondering where they're at.
Yeah. It is setting up for more more episodes to pay off better. To get more resolution. So I guess it's a good building episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see what happens in episode 3.
Yeah. I was just really excited. It was like, oh, the sand people are back.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, they're dead.
Oh, they'll be back, and in greater numbers.
No, they won't.
No, they won't. That's Tusken Raiders. Different sand people.
So you got to assume that they're that Yara and the other sand are the presence that Euron was alluding to. Alaria. Which, man, was he lucky that Alaria was on the same boat as her.
Yeah.
Very convenient for him.
Yes.
I still don't know how I feel about Euron's character. He doesn't seem in place.
No. He just seems like the wacky, crazy uncle, like, who's just a little bloodthirsty.
Yeah, they're like, hey, play Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean, but rated R.
Rated Yar.
And it's like, he's way too boisterous or whatever.
Yeah. Swing and a miss.
Yep.
At least on that character.
Yeah. Next week we get
Well, Jon gets to meet Daenerys.
Finally, that's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we got to assume that Euron's going to show back up in King's Landing.
Yeah, because he's going to present Cersei with the person who poisoned her daughter.
Yep.
So I guess that is quite a gift that he can give her.
Yep, and possibly someone who is also leading a rebellion against Cersei.
Right. She can make an example out of her.
So we don't know exactly who he's going to give up. We know for one, it's got to be... I keep forgetting her name because it's so weird. Missandei.
Missandei, yeah.
No,
not
Missandei.
Missandei's the translator.
Yes. Had it and I lost it. Alaria. She's going to be she's definitely one of the gifts.
Yeah.
Has to be.
I guess we'll have to wait and see next week.
Yep.
A whole week to wait.
Yes.
Well, thanks everybody for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments below. What your theories are. Who do you think's going to die next? All that good stuff. We'll see you next time.
Bye.